work we can at the site with different berms and other techniques to prevent migration to the Willard Bay Reservoir. We also continue to monitor the weather situation and any other thing, situations that can change on the ground to make sure we adjust our plans. We're sharing our plans at the Unified Command with the appropriate agencies. So as I mentioned, we're working really closely with the DEQ, the EPA, and I just like to thank those their response to this and their willingness to work with us. We all want to learn what caused this incident, so we have an ongoing investigation, and we will use whatever resources possible to fully understand what caused this, to make sure it doesn't happen again. So I just want to finish and wrap up by saying Chevron Pipeline is committed to remediating the impacted site, but to minimize the impact of the environment. So the next speaker we're going to have, Curtis is going to say a few words from the EPA.
Sorry, Curtis, can you just spell your name before you start? Sorry.
Curtis Kimball, C-U-R-T-I-S-K-I-M-B-E-L. I'm Curtis Kimball. I'm an on-scene coordinator for the Department of Protection Agency Emergency Response Program. EPA arrived here yesterday morning to work in conjunction with our state and federal partners to oversee the cleanup response. Our job is to ensure no threats to the health and environment. To that end, we'll continue to see the cleanup, working with the state of Utah until it's complete. At the EPA, we respond to a significant number of oil spill events, and there's no such thing as an easy spill. This one, though, it doesn't appear to be precedent setting, but we're making every effort to ensure this cleanup is done in a safe and effective manner. We also know the Willard Bay Reservoir is a particular interest to recreational users in the area, as well as the wildlife. And so we're taking into consideration as we develop the response. Guess we'll have questions.
So at this point, you don't have a cause of the leak, just to be clear. Can you please step to my phone?
I think we're going to have
Yeah, let's
we
try.
have the state speak, and then we'll take our
We'll
questions.
be going to name Q&As after.
Good afternoon, John Whitehead with the DEQ Division of Water Quality. I really don't have much else to add to what's been said. DEQ was contacted Monday evening to the incident when it began. We have had people on site since Tuesday morning. We are doing daily water quality monitoring to assess if any product is actually getting into the Willard Bay Reservoir. So we are assessing carefully. It appears Chevron has adequate resources on the ground and pick up all the product we can. Cleanup will continue. We'll be engaged with other state agencies and partners as we figure out the best solution to for remediation of the site.
Okay, thanks, Curtis and John. So we're just going to have a brief period here for some questions and answers. So
again, do you know any idea what caused this leak?
we have an active investigation underway right now, and it's still way too early at this point to speculate to the root cause of the incident.
What can you tell us about the leak? I mean, how big is this pipe? How much leaked out? How big of the area is affected? Can you give us a little more details?
Okay, so the pipe is an 8-inch pipeline, and the approximate area of impact is approximately 7 acres. But we can't really estimate at this point yet what the release pipe is. Like I said, as of this morning's Unified Command report time, we had collected 195 barrels of diesel. So that's what's been collected so far. But we've got experts, environmental experts on the ground assessing the situation, and we'll provide updates when we have more information.
The Salt Lake Tribune report